Hi, and welcome to Spiritual Alchemy Energy, the podcast with Julianne Guthrie Smolson. I'm your host, Julianne. I am also an author, healer, channeler, medium, medical intuitive, and creator and founder of ZenBuzzies.com. This podcast is all about spirituality. The format is anything from an interview to panel discussions and sometimes spiritual readings. Spiritual alchemy. It's woo-woo for your boohoo. Hi, and welcome to Spiritual Alchemy. Having trouble on my one page. Is anyone there? Hello? I'm having trouble connecting to one of my pages. Huh. Hello, anybody out there? Be on Facebook. Edit. This is really, really bizarre. Well, I'm here to do readings tonight if anybody's interested. I'm having trouble with my Spiritual Alchemy page. So I don't know what's going on there. Please ask your question. Hi, Laura. How are you? Let's see. Oh, well. I'm here to do readings tonight. I'm just having some trouble connecting my Spiritual Alchemy page. So I am sharing. Sorry about that. I'm doing okay. I've been busy today. It's very strange. I never had this happen. Okay. Did you want a reading, Laura? It's very quiet tonight. Well, I caught a good podcast this last week called the Send Podcast with, I think his name's Dan Harrison. That was pretty interesting. What kind of reading do you want? Let's, let's close those. I'm picking up some sort of smoke or fog, or I don't know what to call it. Maybe Eric's telling me about some sort of smoke or fog in your house. Spirit. I don't understand this. I almost don't think this is Eric. This is so I know Eric has curly hair, and this guy has kind of straight hair, kind of longer but straight, and he's got a mustache. I don't know who this is. There's something about, hi Kimmy, Laura, there's something about this person, this male person, it's in your house, and he's telling me he's like trying to give you messages through the TV. So pay attention to like key phrases that you're seeing or hearing, or circumstances going on the TV. Oh, I'm feeling better. Thank you, Kimmy. Just was talking about this podcast I caught, and this guy was talking about being spiritually attacked. And I had never heard anyone describe what he described. And why I find this so fascinating is because I had the same experience. Not the same, a similar experience. But he was talking about how negative energies will cloak themselves, kind of like a possession, but it's more of I would say, a manipulation of that person. I've seen it firsthand, and I'm like, this is really weird. This is super weird. All I could do is step back and go, what is, just observe what was going on with people around me. It sounds kind of paranoid, but if you experience this, it's phenomenal to watch. But anyways, I thought the podcast was really well done, and he's got a big following, so I would suggest watching his podcast. I only caught a couple, so yeah. Yeah, it's kind of odd when you're by yourself and you're not really talking to anybody local. You might be talking on the phone inside your apartment, and you go outside. What you were talking about is brought up in conversation, and it's not coincidence. It's done intentionally. It's so freaking weird. So I had one of my teachers under the influence, and they didn't even know it. And I kept, are you sure? Are you sure? I'm fine. It's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna be very discerning in what I take in with this lesson, and what information I get, because I ain't trusting you right now. So it's kind of weird stuff, but when you get into this and you start picking up stuff like I can, I am such an empath that I know when someone's remote watching me. So I know when someone's in my energy, that's not supposed to be. It's not cool, man. So be aware. And let me talk about, my spiritual experiences. I've had some gifts for some time, but when I was younger, I suppressed them into my adulthood. But there was one that I never really suppressed, and that was picking up spirits in places. I knew when there was a spirit around me. And then I started on my path, and I did Reiki, and Reiki's been like a really great gift to develop my skills in reading and scanning while doing Reiki. And from there, it just developed into all these other areas that, the medical intuitive part, the mediumship came out of nowhere. So it's just been like a really interesting thing. And the last couple of years have been really interesting, exploring some past lives and this lifetime. So anybody want a reading? I am giving readings tonight. I'm not just sitting here chatting. This is hard to do. I'm just chatting with myself. So what else do I have? You got to, I've used, tarot readers, psychics, mediums, channelers, all kinds of different healers over the last few years here. And I have to say, there's some fakes out there. So be careful. There are some that, and I'm, in that category too, where I'm not sure if I'm interpreting things right. So when you're getting a reading, you need to be careful not to take that reader's interpretation, because it may not mean that. It may be your interpretation of the reading, and you need to feel it in your heart and your gut that it fits. And I had quite a few experiences where the discernment of the message was incorrect. So, we're not always correct and 100% right. And everybody has free will, and that can manipulate a path or an outcome. So I just wanted to say that. Anybody got any questions? I wasn't here to teach school today. What else can I talk about? Yeah. So I just happen to have some books out on my desk today. Excuse me. This is a really good book, The Art of Psychic Reiki. It's not, Laura, there's a different guy in your house. I don't think it's Eric. But it was to pay attention to what's being this other male person in your house is a spirit that's trying to get you to pay attention to what's being said on the TV or situations on the TV, because they're trying to send you messages. this book was something else. It was really good. I think it came out in 2018 or 2019. The Art of Psychic Reiki. So helps you develop your intuitive and empathic abilities for energy healing. And they talk about like keeping your eyes open when you're doing scans on people. And I had this really crazy experience. I was at an event, a fair, and at the time I did a cranial sacral massage and Reiki. And I had gone back to my school to do a refresher with the craniosacral massage. And when I did go back, I met this guy named Charlie. And so I'm I'm working on somebody, and here comes Charlie. I'm like, hey, hey. So he comes over and he gets me on my own massage table. He starts massaging me, and I'm just like, okay. And every time I open my eyes, there's this guy just like watching intently, like, this is good. I need to get some of this. What exactly is he doing? What can they do for me? So I get off the table, and this guy comes over immediately, and he's like, hey, I've been having trouble with my rotor cuff. And so well, we threw him on the table and we started working on him. Charlie was more, he was a certified massage therapist. And so he was working on this guy, and he's trying to, I'm not a certified massage therapist. So I'm like, he's like, here, work this. And then all of a sudden it became intuitive that I'm working with him. And then we flipped him over and turned him around and trying to get this rotor cuff, like it was stuck. And so I go, you know what? I'm gonna go grab my what the hell? I always forget the name of them. My tuning forks. And so I go grab them and I start like using them on this guy. And I'm looking, this book, I just read this book. So I'm like keeping my eyes open. I'm seeing like dust fly. And of course, I'm just like, okay, one moment. Let me finish my story, Heather. And so, I say this out loud. And so I'm like, oh my God, I just said this to this guy. But I'm like freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, I can see stuff. And I go, don't worry about it. It's just old stuff, because when you work on somebody, you see like gray static in their body, and it needs to be removed. It's negative energy. It's old energy. It can vary from light to dark, but this was obviously something old. So anyways, the guy was better after we got him off the table. He used to play baseball and was pitching and stuff. So anyways, Heather, what kind of reading would you like? I'm a medium, medical intuitive, and a Akashic Records channeler. Heather? Heather, what type of reading would you like? Hopefully you're still here. Heather, I feel a lot of love between you and your man, and I do see a bright light. Um, and that represents that love. It's a great possibility. Like I was just saying earlier, we all have free will and things can change. So I don't know if you caught that part. So your aunt. Um, was this aunt on your father's side, Heather? Was your Aunt Marie on from your dad's side? Okay, yeah, she is. Did she have curly black hair at some point in her life? She's good. Um, Let me see if she has any messages for you. I'm seeing her like sit on a bed and she's like looking up at you, admiring you. Okay. I kind of see her like sitting on a bed and she's just admiring you. So I do feel she's around you, Heather. Does anybody want a reading? She's not telling me that her name is, hi Trisha. Heather, she's not telling me her name, but I see her, and how I see her is she's got black curly hair. She kind of has olive skin with moles or freckles on her face. And I kind of see her wear a white shirt and some slacks, and she's sitting on this bed and just she's I think she's in awe of you, and um she couldn't be prouder. So I feel there was a bond there between the two of you. Okay, Trisha, what kind of reading do you want? I'm a medium, medical intuitive, and Akashic Records channeler. You still there, Trisha? A love reading. I really don't do these types of readings. I really don't do love readings. So I'm a medium, Akashic Records reader, and a general. Okay, Trisha. So this will come from the Akashic Records. Trisha, I'm like, I got this really strong impression about school. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, it's important right now. They're saying, whatever this is, it's some sort of schooling. It's, I mean, I get this really strong feeling. I don't get feelings like this. It's like gut feeling, bright light. Like this is what you're meant to do. It's your niche. It's your purpose. Um, I almost feel it has something to do with like nursing or a similar type care situation. I feel like you're planning a trip or you need to go on a trip. Maybe to the mountains. I'm seeing snow and trees. Trisha, does this ring a bell with you at all? Brandy, I see your message. Okay. Kind of makes sense. Are you planning on going there to scout things out before you move? Yeah. It was just, I don't know if it came like school. It felt like school to me. I don't know what that is. Maybe there's an opportunity for you to do some studying through your work environment or something. I don't know. It's a big opportunity for you. So this is looking really good. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like this bright light was something else. And the gut feeling I got from it was like, this is right. I feel like this is going to be a good move for you, but I think you need to go there if you haven't to look for a place and have fun with it. Okay. Let me see. I got Brandy, any loved ones? Brandy. I'm feeling a presence of a woman, and she's like, her presence is like overwhelming. You're welcome, Trisha. Brandy, I don't know if this is a grandmother or a mother. But she is taking up some space. Do you have any idea who this is, Brandy? Brandy. Probably Virginia's aunt. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. She is very, very in your space. She is like mama bear around you. Like, I never, ever, ever have ever seen anybody, a spirit in somebody's space so much. She's overbearing. Usually I see spirit as, you know, who they were. But she is like a bubble around you, Brandy. I love you so much. I have wings now. I can fly. Something about don't get lost on the path, Brandy. So this is the time you need. Meaning, take time for yourself, Brandy. I hope that helped you, Brandy. I'm sorry about losing your mother. But just know she is like, if you weren't there, it's all her. She wants to almost encompass you. So just know she's there. Okay, Virginia. Okay. Your crazy aunt. By the way, what's her name? And your mom. Let's see if we can get your mom to talk. Okay, aunt, whoever you are, you need to just step aside. Virginia really wants to hear from you, Mom. Do you have any messages for Virginia? Don't be difficult. Oh my God. I can't imagine you being difficult. I don't know you. There's something I heard letter. There's something about a letter. I don't know if she left you a letter to read or you found a letter she wrote. She's saying just read the letter. Did you find a letter, Virginia? For some reason, I'm seeing like, graphs, the bar graphs going up. So I don't know what that means. I mean, usually when I see that kind of stuff, it means money, numbers, something growing. Um, I always have trouble with your mom, but she is here this time. She's kind of far away from me. Uh, yeah. Okay. I felt like your mom was going to Gail and like, can you explain this? Because your mom's kind of having a hard time communicating. Um, I'm trying to tell her like, show me pictures. I see pictures. So she's talking to your aunt, like, can you help me out here? Can you tell her what I'm trying to say? Um, okay, Gail, you're on. This lady should have had a show when she was alive. If she didn't, she should have been on stage. Um, I want to tell you last week when your aunt came in and I was seeing her as a cartoon, I didn't articulate that she came in as like a character from Family Circus. So it was like her in this cartoon of Family Circus. So, Gail. Gail. Okay, bunny lady. You need to get touched. This is different. So she's showing me a picture or kind of like a movie of this older gentleman, maybe your father or another family member that's up there in age. And there's like a dining room table, and there's papers on this table, and they're laid out. And you have to look very carefully over all of this paperwork. You need to look at all the details in this paperwork there's something in there that you need to find. This is still for Virginia. So I don't know what this paperwork is, but there's piles of paper on this big table. You need to look at the paperwork. I don't know if this is your dad and if you're supposed to help him, or if this is another family member, but you'll be able to find something in the details. I kind of feel like it's your dad. I don't know exactly what the paperwork is pertaining to. But you need to look at it very carefully and thoroughly, because there's a benefit to looking at the details in this. So that was different. So I guess that was the message from your mom through your aunt showing me this movie. She's saying something about, like, she doesn't even have plants to water up here. So she can't go water the plants. I don't know what that's about. Oh, this lady kills me. Jesus. Oh my God, Virginia. Come back every week because she just makes me laugh. Oh my God. Showing up as a family circus cartoon. Oh my God. Do you have a brother, Virginia? I don't know if I froze or what. You have two. So there's a tall. I'm picking up. This is one of your brothers, and he's fairly tall. Um, I don't know how to say this. There's some skepticism or suspicion that will come up as you help your dad with this. I'm feeling more like skeptic. Maybe because you're going to tell him the story. You're going to tell him, yeah, the psychic medium told me to look at the details. And you're going to prove him wrong. He's going to have to eat his words. I see him with a big old smile afterwards. He'll laugh about it. So after you get touched, yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. She was too funny. Oh my God. When she came in that first time, you need to get healed. You need to get touched. Oh my God. I feel like I'm part of your family now. She said something like, she's such a doll. Oh my God. Okay, would anybody else like a reading? Yeah, prove your brother wrong. Because you really got to look at the paperwork because Gail's communicated for your mom. Oh, Jesus. Oh. I enjoy you come back. I love your family, and I want to hear an update about this paperwork or whatever happens with that. That'd be awesome. So I don't know if anybody was watching last week, and I think her name was well, anyways, there was a woman, starts with a V. I know it's not Virginia. Victoria was her name. And she had a couple spirits on her property. And so the lady's still there. I can't help her. I don't know what's going on there with her. She's got some serious issues. She won't leave. But the guy, apparently, he got frisky with this woman before. And anyways, I helped him cross. I feel like he has crossed over, and he has been like in my energy. He's like, oh my God, I'm so happy I'm over here and not there. So I want to hear from Victoria, if she's around. I'd love to hear an update. So I'm still doing readings. I'm a medium, Akashic Records reader, and what the hell do I do? A medical intuitive. So there's somebody in here that was having like, I felt like they needed to have dental work done or something, or they maybe braces or something, because I felt like the whole mouth was, ow. So whoever got their braces tightened, I'm sorry. Well, what else can I talk about? I was going to talk about this one lady. Maybe I'll do that another time. So, anybody want a reading? Okay, maybe I'll just cut it short tonight unless somebody's popping in to get a reading. Because, yeah, that's what I'm doing here. Oh, man. Well, I've got about 10 minutes left to give one last reading. If anyone is interested. Hi, Teresa. I'm a medium. I read the Akashic Records, and I'm a medical intuitive. So, hi, Teresa. So if you want a reading, hi, Yuri, baby. Oh, no, not that kind. No. We're going to have to put you in timeout. No, your mom's not bothering me, Laura. I kind of feel like your parents have moved out of your energy. Um, they're kind of distance from you, but Eric's still very close to you. There's this other spirit in your house, and he's got straighter, longer hair, and a mustache, and he's the one that's saying like you need to pay attention to what's going on with the television, what's being said, situations on the TV, whether it's like a sitcom or a movie. There's going to be like repeatedly the same type of information. They're trying to like connect you with that information to help you understand. So you need to be alert to what's like even on the radio, on things. Okay, Teresa. Thanks for popping in, Teresa. Appreciate it. Um so when spirit is trying to get me messages, I mean, of course I do, you know, get messages in my head. Um thanks, Teresa. Um Spirit's always trying to talk to us. You know, I get messages through playing word games. I get messages on my clocks, on billboards, things I read, um, things I listen to. Um, and I know they're messages for me because they're repeating patterns, repeated messages. So when you constantly get those repeated messages, those are, you will know. Once you've experienced that so many times, you will just know. Like you'll start tuning into it. So it's like everywhere. License plates, um, what people say, things you overhear, it's all energy. So that energetic um, frequency is trying to get your attention. So um, that's how spirit connects with us, is through energy. So, and everything's energy, our thoughts, feelings, emotions, memories, um, everything's a frequency. Scent, taste, our experiences physically are it's all frequencies. It's all energy. And that's basically what I do, is read energy. I'm an energy reader. So because what I'm tapping into is energy. So anyways, I think I'm going to close the show out, and thank you for all watching, and thank all the future listeners and watchers for tuning in. And I'm wishing everyone a great weekend and a great next week. And this coming Wednesday, I have Kimmy Energy. Thank you, Kimmy Wells. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I have Kimmy Energy. I have Cassidy Morgan and Melinda Williams coming on. Good night, Laura. They will be doing the 2022 collective readings. They are psychics, mediums, and tarot readers. So tune in for that. That should be a blast. I haven't had a really big panel on my show in a long time, so it shall be interesting. So tune in and have a good night.